Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media. I'm going to do a little hodgepodge of things today. I'm going to start by putting some paint down on this, which is from yesterday, so that I can pick it up at some point. I don't know. I was going to do Payne's Gray, I think, but that has disappeared. I mean, it's a big bottle. It shouldn't be that hard to find, but I don't see it immediate. Oh, it's right over here. I grabbed the quinacridone magenta, so I'll just do that and pick it up with that, and with some paper of some sort. That was too much. But anyway, so yeah, this dried overnight. It's just got the bubble wrap that I did yesterday on there. And I've got too much paint, so I want to give this a little bit of a wear off somewhere. Am I prepared? No. Nope. I just got a bunch of stuff on my desk and I'm like, I want to try some things, do some things, make some things. Apparently get hair on my brayer that's covered in paint so that I can then have paint all over me, because that's so fun. Not. Alright. You just kind of want, like, when you're picking up like a dry thing like this, you want a layer that's not too thick, or it's just gonna, like, it's not gonna do what you want it to do. So I think we're good now. And I'll take this other side, which is a separate piece of paper. I wouldn't use the wet to wet, because, well, once it dries it'll be alright. If you're gonna pick it up, alright. I want to put this aside to dry. If I remember, we will pick it up, you know, before we're done, but I might not remember. But a good 20-30 minutes should be enough to pick that up nicely. And I like to use Music Page sometimes, because look, the paint will show through sometimes. Not always. It depends on the paint you're using. Okay, setting that to the side. And I will be doing hashtag Mixed Media March 25 hosted by Ceri today, possibly 19 and 20. I'm not totally sure quite yet. I have some ideas of what I want, and I might do a little bit of mass making. Depends on how long stuff takes. So 3 weeks ago today, I got to meet a subscriber, EB. That's EB, Echo Bravo. And she gave me some stuff. And one of the things was this book page with the tea bag, and then it's sewn around here. And this actually was made by Liz at Buttons for Brains, so go check her out as well. EB doesn't have a channel. She just posts on Facebook, I think. I don't know if I've seen her on... Oh, if she has an Instagram, I'll put her Instagram in the thing below. But Buttons for Brains she's on YouTube and Instagram. So I want to do some stuff like this, but it also, you know, when I was away, I had some other ideas with it too. Like if you don't have tea bags, you could just, you know, layer up some other bits like that. And then these swatches, she just uses the edges of book pages, you know, like when you tear off the white bit, which is a great use for them. So I want to do some of that as well, maybe even a combination of things. So when I come across some paper edges, even if it has words on it, I will stick those to the side to use for that later. And oops, here's another one. It's just swatches, and she splatters it, and they're just fun. They'll be fun layering pieces. And I will probably do some more. There's more stuff here. It's all craft lanching onto me at the moment. I mean, you could even do swatches on book page too, you know, if you wanted to. All right, so this has some great edge right here. I'm looking for my decollage ruler, my decollage ruler, my decollage. Doesn't have to be decollage edge. In fact, I don't even have to use a ruler. I could just tear it like that. See, now I've got two pieces to use, and this is like great. This paper feels like really cool too. So perfect papers to use for swatches. I might even also take it off of this side too, because why not? And if some of the words show too, that's okay, because then we know it's book page. Just makes it more funner. Oh, let's do this part too. We got a smaller piece here with the number. Yay, we like numbers. Okay, So now we have some book page that we can use with the there's 2 pieces here. It's not coming apart for me. Why won't you come apart for me? Thank you. Thank you very much. So I'm just gonna take a piece of that, and let's see. Don't need that right now. I also have these little flashcards that she gave me. I also have a whole box of French ones behind me. So I do want to come up with some ideas for those. Oh, and some flashcards. Most of this you've seen in a previous video. And I'm just like, hey, let's have some fun with this. Ooh, little Western Union. That might be fun. That little piece of ledger there. Plus I now have these sacks to play with. What's in here? Oh, pockets. I think I had pockets like this once. I think it's just a, is it a pocket? Well, where do you get into the pocket? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Pocket. And you take that off and glue it on and you have a clear pocket. That's fun to use in a journal. Oh, and here's another idea of doing like the Tim Holtz thingy mabobs. I probably won't have time to do all the ideas today. You know, unless we want the video to be like, you know, forever long. Let's see. Oh, that could be, oh my goodness, stomp, stomp, stomp. I'm not sure if that's Dad or Mike or what. All right, we have this book from my aunt, which has some nice pictures and some nice writing. So I'm just going to take the right, it's a little bit on the shiny side. That's okay. I think it'll still work even for like a swatch here and there. I might keep that, I don't know. And that was from my aunt, that note, that knots book. It's not so knots. And some more of this. This is really cool. This is the chart. Yeah, thanks, Rob. Rob stuck that in there. Has all the, yeah, I'm gonna hoard that for a while though. It came from the other book that had a bunch of acronyms and whatnot in it. All right. So I want to do some tea bag here. I don't want it to be perfectly perfect because that would be boring. And I'm just gonna glue that. So I'm just gonna make some piles and then I'll probably just glue them off screen unless I can think of some good things. Let's see, do I want the green side? I want the German side, I think. So I'll put a piece of that on there too, maybe. Just pushes it back just a little bit. And oh my goodness. Der Gott. What does it mean? Oh, God. Godlike, divine, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Okay. So, fortunately, see, she gave me some tea bags too. That was really nice of her. I don't drink tea, so I have to like wait for my son to have tea that he didn't put milk, that, you know, that he didn't make into a latte because he keeps the tea bag in there when he makes latte. So that kind of makes it a little bit more gross to use. Oh, I wanted that part to stay on there because that's an interesting little, that seam is an interesting little bit. All right, glue would be nice. Oh, and I just realized I tea dye paper sometimes, but I never remember to save the bags. So, you know, it's on me if I don't have tea bags. Because I could totally save the bags from tea dyeing. Also, I could tea dye again pretty soon. All right, I'm just going to put some glue on here. And stick that on there. It's a little bit easier than trying to glue onto the tea bag. Because, you know, tea bags, because that glue will dry. It might, if you're going to do any inking over it, it might look a little bit weird, but do we have to have it straight? Yes, we do. No, it's not even got a straight line on it, so I don't need to worry about if it's straight. But just put it on there how you like it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to cover the whole, all the words. It is fine. Don't need to be. All right, I was worried that glue would be hurting my wrist today, but it's not, thankfully. So I'm putting these on now. I'm going to give them a minute to dry because you know, I'm going to be stamping on it, and I don't want to get glue on my stamps. So, tea bags is one fun way to do it. And let's see, we've got another, right, we had a piece here. And that is how she did it. And she sewed. I'm not going to sew today, but I might use like either some stamps or do some doodling or whatever. And then also I had used, ooh, what is this? I've got some of this. That would be better on something that's not quite, ooh. This is some old typing paper. So I think that would work as well if you've got some typing paper. That could totally work. Just to kind of push things back a little bit. If you don't have any paper like this and you want to still be able to see through, just a very thin layer of paint so that you still see the words through is another idea. In fact, I'll do one just for fun. Could have made that smaller, but that's okay. It's somewhat about the layering. In fact, let's just go ahead and stick this piece on here too, because that just gives us another little bit of, you know, texture and whatnot. All right, so typing paper is another way to do this, to just kind of push it into the background a little bit. I wonder if I could do, I might try to do, oh my goodness, the string on that tea bag is acting very needy. It's just attached to me. Oh my goodness. I was trying to say I might do, that's a happy accident, because I can get a little bit more texture by overlapping that when it ripped. See? See? Oh, now I forget what I was going to say. Well, that happy accident distracted me. Let's see, what else do we have that we could use? We've got Graham's little thing where she does her, whatchamacallit. So I just use the numbers because numbers are fun. And just put a little piece of this on here. This is more of that typing, really thin typing paper. And got a little bit ripped, but that's okay. We'll just take this little piece and stick it down here. And then we might even take a little bit of tea bag as well. And stick that on there. Nobody says that we have to put it on there perfectly or anything like that. Ooh, come on, come on. Which it won't be if I'm going to rip it to pieces. But just kind of pushing things to the background a little bit. A little handwriting is nice. That totally feels like I glued the side I'm trying to push down, but that's because it's really thin. Tea bag. So that's going to happen. Ah! Alright, let's see. Let's get some more book page. I think for this one I'm going to I want to keep the knots. I don't know why. I like all the knots are kind of will be fun to use on different things. Those aren't as exciting, so we'll do this. So what I'm thinking of, that could be a whatchamacallit. I really like the edges on these. I think I might do this one a little straighter. I haven't really tried this. This is the new Ranger ruler. I don't think it tears like the old one. Does one of these go down flatter than the other? Plus it's, yeah, because it's, I don't know. We'll try it though. It's one thing I liked about the old one is how well it tore. Alright, not bad. Not bad. Alright. Alright, let's say alright a few more times. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, that could be a small, that could be either, you could stamp on that or whatever. Okay. 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 Alright, I want to show you kind of pushing it back with a little bit of paint, whether it be watercolor. I'm going to do a little bit of what color paint. Let's do fern. Let's do a little bit of fern. Well, that a fern would be fun. I haven't opened the top yet. I'm still just kind of... My paintbrush is wet. Let's not have it be quite that wet. Just gonna take a little paint out. I don't need a lot. This is a fun color. It's Lucas Krill Studio. I always want to spell it with a K, but it's with a C. Oh, look at that paint on my thumb. It's not blood, it's paint. Alright, I just want a thin layer. You can use a brush, or and I don't want to cover the whole thing. I kind of want to have it be in the middle, kind of like a giant swatch. And see, the words still show through because it's somewhat transparent. This is a nice neutrally kind of a green, I think. It's really cute. It's really pretty. Okay. I'm not worrying about perfection. I'm just getting some paint on there. Let's do, what's this one? The Webster's Spelling Dictionary. That came from probably my aunt as well. We're just gonna dive right in there. Just pull out a page. Maybe this will be like more of a, well, we pulled out 2 pages, but that's okay. Like, I'm sure that I've got, if it's ripped on one side, I prefer it to be ripped on the other side as well, but that's not necessarily always the case. It's also okay if it's not. So I'm just gonna, I'm pretty sure I've got some, well, definitely gonna, when I get my order from PM Otter Studio, I will definitely have some longer pieces. I don't know. So these might get stamped onto when I get my stamps from them. I got the ones, they were, what month is this? A March release by Michelle, The Creative Cove. They are botanical, and I really like them. Since she made them first, I decided I'll just use hers. I don't need to make my own. Doesn't mean I won't ever make my own, but you know. So I'm running out of paint, so this is just a different look too. It's just got, you know, just a little bit on there, just for color, basically. Can I fit it? Can I get any more? Maybe. There we go. Just get it on there. Doesn't have to be perfect. The edges are still a little bit on the white side. That's okay. All right. Do you want to try another color? I mean, you could just do cream. You could do any color, really. What if... Okay. Another option might be, I don't know how this paper is going to take it. We'll see in a minute. Look at How to Bridle a Horse. Is that what that one is? Halters on Animals. Just looking for pages that either are not as exciting or have a good bit of words on them that I can use. Because what's nice about a book about knots is you don't have to worry too much about the words. They're not going to use bad words. Alright, so this is an oxide. It is Stormy Sky, because that's just what I grabbed. That was right there in my eyesight, within my reach or whatever. And I'll just go ahead and get that wet, just kind of, and so you can also use your inks for swatching too. So just kind of like doing just a giant swatch, basically, is what's happening on there. Did I have more than one? No, I didn't. That's okay. We will take one of these. Is there a wider one? I need a little bit of space for this one. All right, and we'll do some swatching. You can see how easy that was. I just took a flat brush and just made a little square. It's not a perfect square. I don't need it to be a perfect square. I don't even want it to be a perfect square. And just use ink. So if you don't have watercolors, and if you only had acrylic paints, just water down your acrylic paints, or just use straight acrylic paint for your swatches. If you only have inks, you could use your inks. She also splattered them, so let's try that. There we go. A little splatter on there. You don't want to hurt your hand, just do it like that. Love it. I love it. I love this little swatchy thing. I want to do more of that. And using the edges of books was like a perfect idea. Whoops, a great idea. So thank you very much for that idea, EB. I love it. she has tons because she must kind of do this. Just have a day where you just make a whole bunch and then you've got them. That's my phone, not yours. It's probably spam, you know. You have to have a landline. Because of my oh, and try not to splatter it up in your face. That'd be nice. And if you do, though, it's just, you know, water soluble ink, so it'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. All right. She's got, see, the watercolors you can get a little bit more, you know, darker and lighter. Ooh, maybe there was some gesso on here, and that's why it got the different. I don't know exactly. I don't feel gesso on there, but that's really cool how that did that. All right. So let's wipe off. I don't think I need a brush quite this big. Let's grab out some, oh, let's do one with, like, maybe what you have is markers. So if all you have is markers, then use your markers. And just do swatches. You don't have to, I don't think I like that so much. I don't like I like it not perfect. So, and obviously, this one is dry, running out of ink. Or if you have like several colors of markers, like, or you know, you could go like, you know, dark to light with your color. That's a fun way to do a swatch as well. Now I can't really do the splat. Well, I don't know. It's already running out of ink anyway, right? Let's try it. See what happens. Nope, that does not work. And do not stick them in. Nope, there we go. That did. I don't suggest sticking it in water like that. This is a Tombow marker, but mine's all dried out, so I figured I could try it. And it's not going to really hurt anything because it's already dried out. All right. Oop, put that to the side to dry. Oh my goodness. Pick it up, lady. Pick it up. I really like the swatches. The swatches are fun. This would be like real skinny swatches. You could use your acrylic markers. And all right, so it could even just be like a strip of mark making. So you could even just do like little X's all across there for just a little strip of something to use in layering or on whatever. And apparently, if you hit hard enough, you can get some splatters, little tiny splatters from your pen. Although if I do this to get some of the ink down into it, I might even be able to get more or bigger. Alright, sorry if that noise bothers you. But we got tiny splatters, and that was this Tuliar. I like the Tuliar. I like the Posca pens, and the Tuliar are the ones that I have found I like best. Arteza has some, and they're okay. I don't know. I only have a couple colors, only because I couldn't find those colors in other things. Okay. So, using our scraps to make stuff. That's what this is video about, right? Using our scraps. Okay. Oh, look, we got a little bit of that on there. That's okay. Yeah, comes right off. All right, so now for the part where we use a stamp. Let me find some stamps. Ooh, this one might work nicely on like one of these, maybe. I don't know. Would that be a little bit... I think that's pushed back enough that that could work. And you can use whatever color you want. I think I was going to use black, but I think I'm going to use this Shady Lane. Shady Lane. It's Shady Lane. It's on my ears and in my eyes. Just use this. This is a PM Artist Studio stamp. When you see the black rubber ones, that is 99.9% of the time where I got it. This one is an Asemic writing. I think that looks really cool and is a great piece for layering in clusters or on a tag or anything. All right, let's set that to the side. We've got things set to 2 sides now, so I need to remember that. All right, this one, I think this butterfly is too big. Well, I could... Nah. Let me find... I forgot to look for stamps. I've got plenty. Alright, I found some tall stamps that I already have that I thought I would try. This is just Whimsical Trees. Not sure which is which. let's see, which one do I want? Oh, that's kind of tall, so I guess I'll do this one. And I'll only ink it to there so that I can make it the height that I need it to be. Whoops, went a little high, but that's okay. All right, that's one of the whimsical trees. And do the, oh, that one didn't, oh, it did get some paint. Then this one, I will do the other. I think I am, yeah, I'm just gonna, I just inked it up to that part there. Which one did I just, oh, must have been that one. And then, it's okay if it goes off the page. But yeah, just fun little bit there. And then this one, this one, I definitely want to do this one with the shell because it's the stormy sky kind of blue. This is an IMPP, so it might not stamp perfectly, or it might be not quite the size that they have in the shop, but that's okay. And then we were going to also do some outlines on some of these too, right? Let's see, we got a butterfly we can do for this little one. There we go. And I also have some, oh, and also if you don't have stamps, you could always draw doodle type things too. That was the other thing that I had done. Or if it's really small, you could just do a leaf. Let's see. All right, so these can go over here. Oh, it says it. So I don't feel like getting out my sewing machine today, but I do still want to do like that outline. So I've got a couple options for that. I can do, I've got the sewing stamps in here somewhere. Yep, I do. So I could do like the little stitches stamp, or I could draw. Ooh, let's put a clock on one. A clock might be nice. Also, if that would fit back in the drawer, that would be really great. Is it gonna? No, it's not gonna. All right. And you can't find your... All right, I want to do a clock on one of these. Because why not? Do I know which way this clock is going? No, I didn't look that closely. Where's the 1? There's the 1. So that means that's the 12. And to get a nice even press on it, I'll just use my ruler because I don't know where my stamping block is at the moment, and I didn't want it to move around. So there we go with that one. And say we wanted to add, I don't want to cover up those words though, that's the thing. Let's see, what if we wanted to just add a little bit of something in the middle of this one? We could do that. And we can get black ink all over it too, just a little bit of layering. And then we could still do something. Oh, I have, oh, here, this one will work. This is one of the ones I was thinking of. It's just an inexpensive one that I got on Amazon. Oh, I just moved it a little bit. It might be a little blurry. A little bit. Didn't get that middle one there, but that's all right. I mean, I can come back in with it if I want to, but, oh, yep, there we go. That worked. All right, so there's that. Let's see. Let's move this. Is this dry enough now? I think so. Ouch. Just kind of do some grasses, and we could do our own little, what do? They just kind of, you just do your little lines out with a little thing at the end. They don't have to be perfect. They're still gonna look kind of cool, unless you do a really shoddy job like I just did. But you just do your best. Come out from the middle helps. It's when you don't come out from the middle that it looks a little bit weird. You can do all your lines first, and then do your little squigglies at the end. I did this in a bigger version last year. And I think when we curved the lines a little bit, it looked a little bit better, but I tend to forget and do it like all straight. And also you want them to be different lengths. They don't all have to be. There we go. I mean, if they're dandelions, they got other little kinds of leaves, but for now, we're just, whatever kind of flower they are, they've got little leaves, because just wanted a little more something down there. Let's see. So the words on this one are a little bit bigger. So I might just want to go up like that. And just kind of do like just a flower of some sort. Doesn't have to be a real flower. There we go. Little flower on that one. This one, don't know what I would do on this one. What is the meaning? Hero. I need a hero. You knew it was coming. You knew. Just kind of do a funky little leaf. Then it still shows behind it and isn't, hopefully not too busy if I do that. Let's see, like I want a thinner, actually, yeah, I don't think I want that thick. What's this one? This is a fine, everything's fine. Just kind of roughly pretend like I'm sewing it, except for I'm not. I'm just giving it a little bit of a funky little border. I just kind of I draw a line, then I kind of do a little scribble, then I do a little further, and then, you know, and then just meet it somewhere. So instead of sewing, I've just drawn lines, and I think that's kind of cool. So here, I'm gonna kind of do this instead. So it's kind of got a frame, but the stamp kind of goes outside the frame, so it blocks the frame, so I didn't draw that part. And the butterfly, I'm going to come inside on the paint on that one, which will help it to, I'm not worried about getting it perfect or anything either. It's just kind of framing them out a little bit. This one doesn't really need a frame, although, you know, if I want to do something, I might just kind of come and like it's behind here, just kind of do a line that's kind of behind it, because why not? And maybe do it again. Just for like, I don't know, what is it she calls them? Feature stripe, kind of, sort of, but not really. Let's see. So here's what we've got so far. So we've got this one, and this one with just the X's, this one with the stamp and the layering of paper, this one with paint and stamp and a line, this one with paint and stamp and the borders for those. That one was the ink. We also have these pieces are almost dry now that have the ink, and this one had the marker. This one has the tea. This is the flashcards with some tea bag and drawing on that one. Okay, we've got one more of those we can play with. Let's just move all these to the side. Just kind of playing and playing and playing. Oh, you could also just do a sticker. Like, you don't have to, if you don't, use what you got. Like, if you've got stickers or fussy cuts, use those. What's this? Ooh, there's a little washi sticker that's on the paint. So that's cool too. I didn't make that one, but you know. But like here's a sticker, a clear sticker. If we can get the back off. Yep, we can. And that will work nicely on there. Should still be able to see the words through it a little bit, maybe not terribly much. Just well, there's that one there. Covered up more words, but we got the number on there still and my fingerprints. Oh my goodness. Let's see. She's got some more stickers in here too. Oh, I gotta give this one to my son. I'll make something for him with the Sasquatch and the taco. Hide and seek world champion. Oh, that's so funny. Yep. Someday when I make my boys their some journals, that kind of, those will go in there. Oh, banners. Banners would be a cute thing to do too. Let's see. So this was our inspiration, and also these were our, yeah, I want to make some more of these. These were our inspiration. I'm not sure exactly. She probably used watercolors on that. Nice thick paper on there. Where's my watercolors? I've got tons of watercolors. You probably could even use, like, if you have your Derwent ink pencils or any watercolor pencil that's water soluble. Oh, speaking of that, oh, there they are. I wonder, I bet, you know, because we buy these things and then we don't use them. So let's totally use the things that we haven't used. All right, to make swatches, because why not? This is this side. I think this is forest moss. Yes, it is. So I'm just gonna do little swatchy things going down here. It might make it a little bit harder to do. Well, I can get the forest moss ink to do what I want it to do, as far as the, get a little bit of water, and then of course once I do this, I'll have some of the color on the brush, and I might be able to, although I am just automatically, it's kind of doing it on there. Isn't that funny? That's kind of funny. Yep, color's on the brush now, so I can go ahead and splatter it on there, and so we'll see what that looks like when it dries. All this because I want to try and use things that I'm just not very good at using, and distress crayons is one of them. Pine needles. Pine needles. All right, it doesn't always have to be squares. I mean, it could be circles. Why not? I just like when it's like one color, because I'm more likely to use it. If I'm using like a rainbow of colors, it's going to be harder to use. That's just my opinion. That brush is way bigger than I need it to be. Wipe off some water. And just, whoops. Well, it's not going to be a perfect circle now, but that's okay. And it kind of changes the color a little bit when you wet it as well. So, and you get that kind of crayon swirly thing in the middle, which is kind of cool, which gives me an idea of something to do. And we've got the color on the brush now too, so it works. I might come back in and do like some gold swirls in the middle of there or something once it dries. We'll see. All right, we've got more and more and more, more and more and more and more and more. And what about barn door? Oh, I don't know about splatters with barn door, but, and you don't even have to wet it if you don't want to. I'm just kind of doing this one more like funny stitches, I guess. Do 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 do. That's not Stitches. I can't remember the Stitches song right now. I know I've told you guys before though, but when my son was getting his wisdom teeth out, this dental surgeon person was humming Stitches. He thought it was hilarious. Got that kind of a lot wet, but that's all right. It'll dry and it'll be interesting. That's what we want. We just want little pieces that are interesting. And also we want more ways to use the things we've bought that we paid money for. All right, this is Oh, faded jeans. All right, see, this color blue I don't love, but the faded jeans I do. So I'm hoping it's more like faded jeans than a little bit. Could even kind of like alternate our little things and do that. Come off the page a little bit with that one. Sure, why not? Too much water. Okay, wipe off some of the water on a paper towel. There we go, and get some of the splatters. Oh, yep, there we go. I have to remember, just because the cover was a blue I don't like doesn't mean that that's what's in there. That's faded jeans. I can totally see how EB gets so many swatches. This one, Shabby Shutters. I'm just gonna do like a big squat. It's kind of like Candyland. That's what that looks like now. I had some Candyland pieces at some point. I think I used some in, did I use some in the baby memory book for my niece? I think so. Okay, and then we should have the color on there now. Get some splatters in there. Nice. See? Even if all you have is a little bit of a square. It's hip to be square. Do, 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 do. Could do a little thing in that too. Now, what if we take these little pieces and make, I already did barn door. What? I already did shabby shutters. I want to do different colors all around. Purple. Dusty Concord. Why not? Whoops, I don't like having the, there we go. Just do a swatch with one of these. Because then we should be able to see the words behind it still. Kind of goes off the edge of the paper there and there. Why not? And getting it wet. Getting it wet with not too much water. Getting it wet. And splattering. Because that's the funnest part of the whole thing. Alright, there you go, EB. All those flashcards you got, go make some swatches. Anybody else have flashcards? You're not sure what to do with them? Swatches are us. I think it would work like on this too. This little ledger paper. We'll do some swatches on that too. What color do we want now? Let's see, we got blues and reds in there, so I think we can use aged mahogany and hopefully it doesn't get too bloody. So it's like you get to just kind of like color randomly, not perfectly, and then you get to paint. You know, like the like those books where you couldn't see the color. Well, we can see the color here, but you know, it's where you just add the water. You know those coloring books? If you're my age, you know those coloring books. Even, oh, they still have them out there too. All right, not perfect, it's okay. And then boop, 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 little splatters. We don't want it to look like, well, if it looks like a bloody mess, oh well. Do we really care? And it's kind of interesting because once that dries, you're going to see some of that darkness behind there, and I think that's actually going to be cool. So, let's see. Is this pretty dry yet? I want this to dry because I want to do some swirls inside there. Alright, I will pause while I attempt to... Oh my word. Where's it plugged? Which is the plug and which is the... Oh, it's in the drawer. Alright, I'm going to pause while I grab my heat gun and dry this off screen anyway. So you don't really have to like sit there waiting for me to get my heat gun out. Alright, these are mostly dry now. Let's zhuzh them up a little bit. So this was the Forest Moss one. And I'm going to take some of this Shady Lane and just do a little bit of something on there in a similar color. Some stamping and whatnot. Let's see, it might even do some of this. You don't have to do this. You could totally just leave them plain. Alright, we're going to do this. Oops, move this one out of the way. Move, 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 move. Coming off the edge there is fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's almost like it had that on there and then it was kind of ripped. Yep. There we go. All right. I think that's good. Do I want to put another number? I don't know. For now, I think it's good. So what would I do with this? You could use it in a cluster or like a little edge piece, or just in layering on a tag. You can use it in collage. I'll do a couple of that, I think. This one, I've got my gold pen right here. I just like the idea of having some swirls inside here. Just to zhuzh it up a little bit. I don't know. I just like that idea. Oh my goodness, this glass is hot. Just FYI. And then you can see the darker color behind there, which is really cool. I just kind of like that. Don't necessarily need to do anything with that. Might just use it in collage somewhere. Same with that piece. Any of those pieces could be used. This one is a little bit sturdier. Now, if I were thinking about it, I might have done my squares over to the side a little bit, or done them a little bit wider, because once I start putting this into using it in a cluster, you know, like kind of like this or whatever, then I lose some of that color. Not too much though. Let's see. That's just too big maybe. Lashings, seizings, splicings, etc. That's kind of funny. Ooh, that'll have to be next time. Oh, you know what work nicely on this is these, because they're see-through, so that you can still see the words. And I might even have it go off the side just a little bit and just kind of staple it on there. I don't know where my tiny attacher is at the moment, so we'll just use a regular staple. And you know what, that's perfectly fine. You can just use a regular staple. It doesn't have to be rusty, it doesn't have to be small, it could just be a staple. It can be part of the design of the piece. It's perfectly fine. If you really didn't like it, you could just add another piece onto here. That's not where I'd want that. I'd kind of rather go like, I don't know. I was thinking you could, but maybe not. Oh, a stamp might be a good time to use a stamp. I'm always forgetting about stamps. But I think because there's that tiny stamp there made me think of it. So let's just find, that's purple. Do we want purple? We have tons of, we get tons of her. And she's purple, isn't she? In fact, we can just staple her on there as well. There we go. It's crooked. It's fine. It's not fine, but it is. Okay. So there we go. Little cluster using one of our pieces. Fun, fun, fun. Till your daddy takes whatever away. I forget what it is. But I want to make more. Okay. So what else can I use for my swatches? We've used oxide ink. I haven't used watercolors yet. Watercolors is like the obvious. I used my distress crayons. Did I pull out a watercolor? I thought I did. I only have one box of watercolors over there, so I must have pulled out the other one. Yeah, whatever. Oh, I found my ruler I was looking for at the very beginning, though. Because, you know, that's a thing. All right. So these are what I got for myself for Christmas last year to play with in here, and I love them. I think they're fun. This looks like a fun color. Let's just grab some of that. It's kind of a big brush, but that's okay. And of course, if you wanted to do that gradient, you would just kind of add more water for each one. But for this, you know, there's plenty of water in that brush to get a whole thing, and then maybe even get the brush marks like this. I think this paper has something in it that kind of makes it resist a little bit. Whoops. Okay, and then I just like the splattering part. That's one of my favorite parts. These are the Kuratakis. You don't have to use those. Use what you got. Use the cheap ones from the Dollar Tree. I don't care. Use what you got. Use what you like. I'm going to try to carefully, you know, if it drips, it's not the end of the world, because those top ones are kind of thick. They're going to take a half a minute to, they're going to take a hot minute, I guess is what I was actually trying to think. Let's see. What other color might we want to do? This has got like blue and a little bit of red in it, so maybe we'll do blue. What color blue is this? I don't know. It's probably the blue I don't like. That seems to have like a little bit of a resist on it too. This paper. See how the water just kind of resists a little bit? It'll still be interesting though. It'll just have little blue marks on it. I don't know. We'll just set it to the side and see what happens. Set it to the side and see what happens. Now, that's crooked. That's really annoying. You know how I fix that? I just make this line also crooked, and then it'll help it not be quite so. We'll do that up here too, even though that's a really nice piece of, might just add that back down here. That nice little coloring on the edge of the page. Don't really want to lose that. And then, let's see. It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight, but you know, don't have to be totally crooked and hurting your eyeballs either. So, not looking for perfection. We're just looking for, please don't hurt my eyeballs. That's all we're looking for. I still have some blue on here, right? I might just kind of blue out this little piece right here, because why not? Maybe even come around the edges a little bit. I don't know. Why not? Just try different stuff. Just try stuff. Maybe just blue the whole thing, just for the fun of it. Just a light wash of blue, just to see if you like it, because you just got to try stuff. If you don't try stuff, how are you going to know if you like stuff? All right, so this one, I think I'm gonna just do my little line, my little barbed little I don't know, I call them barbed wire because that's what they kind of sort of look like, but they're just lines with squiggles. That's all they are. Now they look like feathers. Isn't that funny? They're just, all it is little blobs and lines, and they kind of look like feathers. That's how my eyeball does it. All right, this one, these are from Your Creative Studio. I've had videos of those in the past. I think they work really nicely in this kind of a thing. Got that green showing back there. I really like that. I could glue it. It's gonna wrinkle if I do, unless I use the Barely Arts glue, which is still packed. So, you know, just gonna staple it on there. And then you can kind of be like, oh, what's that green under there? Oh, that's really cool under there. So I'm going to staple that one on there like I did the other one. But did I put my stapler back over in the place where it's supposed to go? No, I did not. So it has essentially disappeared off my desk, even though I know it's on my desk. You probably see it and you're yelling at me. It's right there. Or you know where I said it and you're yelling at me, trying to tell me that it's there. Give me a hot second. It was on my desk, hiding behind the Baron right there. All right, just a little staple on there. Went on the flower too, or put that on the shelf so you can find it next time. It's not, I mean, I just needed to move it 10 inches further to the right and I would have been able to find it easily. So yeah, little tiny piece to play with. Are you wondering what these would look like in collage and how I would use it in collage? I can show you. I just need to find some scraps. Give me a second here. Which one does this go with better? That one better than that one. It might even go, oh, here it goes with EBs even better. All right, so let's find, so we have two with a color that we like, and then I would also look for a neutral maybe to go with that. There's a little neutral there, and we can just collage on a, I'm just going to use what's on my desk basically. That's all. I'm just going to use what's on my desk, because why not? Alright, I'm just going to kind of put that in the middle-ish, maybe. Can always make this smaller if I need to. And I'm going to put that sideways. I like to cover the side of the lines. I don't like the lines. I know some people have, all your index cards have lines on both sides. I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry that that's your index card life. Straight would look a little bit better, lady. Okay. Not essential, just a little bit nicer. A little bit nicer now. All right, I want to put something down there because I want this to be on top. It could be anything. It could be anything. Or we can overthink it forever and ever. Amen. Get this little strip here. Might be, maybe I'll do that up here. And I don't have to cut off that end. Because I just needed a little something up there. Cut these off. Cut it out. Joey. If you know, you know. Okay. I need a piece here that is kind of, that's not a, what's this piece? That's kind of purpley. I mean, it's not the end of the world if it's got some purple on there, right? Still got that reddish color. I don't want it, no. Nope, not for me. Don't want it. Don't want to use it. I don't want to. So I don't have to. If I don't want to, I don't have to. Should I just find a scrap somewhere and then come back? Am I driving you all insane in the memory? Sure, I don't want the stripes of the card, but I'm okay with the stripes from the ledger. I might even do the part. No, I don't want the blue. So I'm just going to do that side. I'm an enigma. Sometimes you just got to put it to the back so you can see what you're doing. Got very sticky paper now. Your catalogs are great to use for glue pages because you're gonna throw them away or recycle them anyway, so you might as well just use them to glue on. I don't want to lose all that. We'll just ink whatever is still showing that's white and behind there. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. If you cut gluey things with your scissors are going to get gluey. And I've heard it's really hard to get glue off your scissors. I just live with glue residue on my scissors because that's how I roll. Okay, so there it is, used in collage, which is, I love it. I love it on the collage. The words can be, see, I think, I like the darker colors on the bottom too, so that's going to weird me out. This one might be 19. There's a 1. There's not a 1 and a 9 next to, oh, 1 and 9. They're right next to each other right there. So we're just going to do that with like a backgroundy color, maybe. Like something like, I don't want the oxide though. This over here, blue, green. No, don't want those colors. Should I just turn you off to find a color? Because that would make much more sense. All right, I'll just use it's actually not coffee or sepia. Sepia? I don't think sepia will be quite right. This is supposed to be ground espresso. It'll be coffee. I've got lots of coffees. You know why? Because I go up to my aunt's house and I don't bring it with me, and then I wish I had it, so then I order one. So I have it. I don't know what this is going to do. It's just color-wise. A little bit on the green side because, oh, you could also do that with these cards. Just kind of a fun little, find yourself a stamp and just, then you've got like, you know, a little bit of layers to use in. Of course I want the German side. Why wouldn't I want the, that's kind of cool. That works perfectly on little flashcards. I had to remember that. I want to get some more of the green off of here. You can even cover the whole thing like that, or you can just cover the middle, or you can go to the side and leave the word showing in the middle like that. Let's see, this is spelling rules. Definitely could do something there. Grass, and the green grass grows all around, and the green grass grows. I think that looks really cool. Okay, now we're getting closer to a more neutrally, I mean, red and green are fine together, because you know they are opposite on the color wheel. I just kind of want to, I think I want to do it over here. All right, we have our well, our 1 and our 9 are upside down, but there's sort of my 19. Sorta, kinda, sorta. And then I had this here, which I was thinking might work for the focal point for day 19. Oh yeah, we got these pieces up here still drying. Oh, this one's almost dry. See how that looks? Looks so cool. And I love how like it's a little bit darker on one side than the other. I don't know. It kind of adjusts in color as I. And there's the one with the lines. That one's almost dry. I'm gonna try to stop this crack lance up here while I grab this right here. Whoops! I just want my little decollage business happening over here. Whoops! And you know, it doesn't have to be straight. Straight's overrated. Perfect is definitely overrated. If I do this not on a collage bit, it could probably help quite a bit. Quite a bit. It would probably help. Just saying. Where's my... Oh my... Oh, it's right here. Good. I'm like, how far could it have gone? Not that far. I am going to ink it. I might also tear it down some more, but for now, we have these. And we still have... Oh, I want more of this pink showing over here. It's very similar to this pink, like in that, like in that. Also, could just do this. I'll make it a little bit smaller, and then I could have more of the numbers show on the other side. That's kind of what I'm thinking, like that. I know I don't usually put things in the middle, but today I am. So, got day 19 done anyway. Just making some pieces to use in collage because we can. And there's the 19 going backwards. Just saying, that's how it's going. Let's see. And I used a piece from EB. Like I said, if she's got, I think she does have Instagram. I'll link her Instagram below, and I will link Liz Buttons for Brains down below. She usually does ephemera as well. Don't know why that it was important for me to say, but for some reason in my brain it was. I mean, you could just do, I don't want to cover up those though. Alright, so yes, using it in collage, fun way to use it. And then that's still wet. I was also, ooh, look, this green is similar-ish green, similar enough. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I don't want that. Alright, I really like this. I want to make a cluster of some sort, I think. Oh, that was another day. Oh, that's right. I had, whoops. That would go with almost either. Little cluster. I was thinking of making a cluster that can go on the side of a page. It'll sort of be a rectangle, maybe not a perfect rectangle, but close. Big, tall, grand. Why not? I like the green for this one. It's not the exact same green, but it's close. I want that darkness showing. Might be part of the problem on here is that I just want to ink it. Ink it. Just ink it. That's a little bit dirty in ink, but that's okay. It's just... Anyway, we'll ink this one too. See how we like it. We like it like that. Now this is probably a little bit on the fragile side, so I would definitely want to get it onto... Oh, here, we got a little bit more space down there. Onto a page. This is part of my problem. It's too straight. I want the dark side, but I want it to not be quite so straight. And that is where our decollage ruler comes in handy. Even if it doesn't, well, it's definitely not straight now. Got your wish, lady. I'll do that too. There we go. What are we thinking? Are we thinking I messed up? I don't know. It's just too big. Just want a little bit. Oh, I like the number sticking out there though, so that works for me. So glad I put my stapler back where I wanted it to be. What's next? Well, real quick, let's just pull this because when I was looking for, I want to find a 2 to put on the other side of those circles to make it like a 20. But let's see how we did here. My wrist is doing a little bit better today. It was hurting quite a bit last night, which is why the thing is, this is why I have a bandage on there. It's when I sleep is when I need it, because also I just need to remember, don't overdo it with your wrist, lady. But I still need to do some, like I can't just let it rest all day because then it'll hurt more, because when it's arthritis, not moving it is going to cause more pain than moving it, is what I read somewhere. Ow, 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 ow. Obviously, it's feeling better today because I couldn't have done that last night. So that is that page that came out. Did I forget to put any? Oh, okay, we're okay. This piece back here had some gel plate print in it. I do know that. Okay, this piece does not have any gel plate print in it. So that is what we're missing from number 20. As well as, I wanted to find the number 2, I said, right? I heard, yeah, I heard it. I heard it. Or, ow. Can we do this 10p and 10p is 20p? It's not the right color. I wanted a something. I don't, oh, here. Let's see if there's a number 2 in here. Because number 2 of any of these, here's a 2. So, what I was thinking of is if I put like a 2 in front of one of those circles, then it becomes 20, but that's too small for what I'm thinking about here, I think. I'm not seeing any more 2s. Right. Oh, wait, what's this? No, not that. It's not quite the right color. Oh, I haven't printed out Eddie's. I did get them, but I haven't printed them out yet. Of his numbers. Eddie has numbers 1 to 31. Lots of different, well, some of them there's multiple. That's what I'm trying to say. There's like multiple numbers of some of them. That's what I'm trying to say. That would have been good for day 12, but this isn't day 12. This is day 20, lady. All right, I'm going to look for a 20 or a 2 or something and be right back. All right, so I found a piece of Monopoly money, and I think that will be nice. I might even put it on top. Do I want to put it on top? I was going to have it be sticking out, because see, there's the 20 right there. Actually, that might work. We lost our rectangle, though. But when I put it on a page, it'll be on a rectangle, so we're going for that. That's what it's going to have to be, because it's like that 20 sticking out. I don't need the whole, yeah, it's too much. So let's do that with some glue. I'm just going to glue, apparently a different glue than I was using, which is probably dried out. No, it's not. It's white. That's why I was like, it's not blue. It's supposed to be blue. It's supposed to be blue. All right, so just going to stick that on there. And then I just saw this here, so if I wanted to cover that staple, I could. I don't need to, though. But I might just kind of do that there, just because I want to. It has to go either further out than that or further in, because I don't like things to line up perfectly. Okay. I do want that a little straighter, though. Oh my goodness, what is your problem, lady? Oh. I don't need the train to show. Okay, I don't need the train to show. I might want the train to show, but I don't need the train to show. There we go. Good, now that can stick onto there. There we go. It'll go on a page, on the side of a page, which will be a rectangle. Oh, the gel plate print. That's what we were missing. I don't really want to just want to stick it in here. We're gonna lose our number down to 346. We're gonna lose that, but that's all right. Just gonna go. Now I've got our little piece of gel plate on there. There's a little circle I had. It's from a gel plate print. It's got the darker color in there. And there's number 20, which will go on the side of a page somewhere someday, which will be a rectangle, so that makes it count. So 19 and 20 we did today. 19, I lost it. No, I don't need any more layers on there. We've got enough layers on there, lady. What I'm wondering is what happened to 19. Oh, it's in the box. All right, so 19 and 20, and lots of pieces to play with in future projects and whatnot. I mean, even just stamping on these just made them that much more interesting. So if you have those, and you know, those strips of paper that you pull off of your book pages when you don't want that white part, those are perfect for using for, I know it's been so long now, like, do we even remember all this now? All these little swatches, piece I tore that never did anything with, some with stickers, that's ones EB did, or Liz, one of them probably. Drawing on them works, little swatches. Using oxides is nice, using some paint. And your stamp, I've seen Ceri the Crafter do this as well. He does it a little bit more precisely than I do. I've also seen Gail do it, Gail Agustinelli, so you can go check out their videos. And then, you know, you start with an idea and you just go from there. You know, I had the tea bag, seen the tea bag idea, and then I started layering other things like paper bag in just all different, in a ledger and anything that you want or like or whatever. Okay, so that is my video for today. It ended up being a little longer than expected, but you know, y'all said you missed me, so now you got me extra long today. If I don't do a video tomorrow, then you can split this into two and watch it. Too late to tell you that now. I hope you guys have a delightful day, and just know that if you're going through a hard time right now, that I am sending you extra love and hugs. Love you guys. Bye.